And good morning, world. It is about 7:30 in the morning on the 19th of April 2016. I'm back, hopefully for the foreseeable future. Big thank you for all the messages from the people who have been inquiring after my well-being. It's retrograde city out there. We've got a number of planets turned retrograde very recently or about to. After one of the very few periods of the year where there's only been one planet retrograde, i.e. Jupiter, all of a sudden we've got three, and very shortly to be four. With Pluto retrograde as of yesterday, Pluto retrograde in Capricorn. More on that one another time, that deserves a video on its own. But suffice to say that a lot of the intensity and the extremism, the cutting-edgedness of recent times is now going to fade into the background for many situations and many people, except for those who are still being directly influenced by Pluto. And we should find that over the coming 3 or 4 months that a lot of the hubris, a lot of the underground surfacing of poison is beginning to slow down, at least temporarily. Mars has just gone retrograde in Sagittarius as of a day and a half ago. This is going to be bringing a change in the energy patterns to a lot of people, especially those people born during the last 15 days of November and May. And although I don't expect any global manifestation of Mars retrograde in Sagittarius to become really manifest until, I don't know, probably at least another month, more like early mid-June, I do expect this to bring changes in global attitudes towards religion, philosophy, theology, dogma, and all types of belief systems. Jupiter is ongoing retrograde. Jupiter is going to continue being retrograde for another 3 or 4 weeks yet, but he's standing still at 13 degrees of Virgo, a place he's going to be occupying now for the next month. And this is a weird place because it's standing still, squaring Saturn and opposite Neptune, escalating existing potentials for fundamentalism, unfortunately, with the square to Saturn and the opposition to Neptune, but at the same time making it more and more apparent and transparent as to the ridiculousness of the situation. And with Jupiter opposite Neptune, it's going to be amplifying the folly of blind dogma, and with the square to Saturn, it's going to be amplifying again the ridiculousness of situations where a number of people are just going to be going, well, why do we believe this? This is so blatantly not true. And I suggest that a lot of again, beliefs, philosophies, dogmas, theologies and religions are going to be coming up for question, and people are going to be saying, well, why do we have blind faith in this? It's a long-held tenet of mine that as fundamentalism increases in power, so the number of fundamentalists decrease. The more people believe emphatically in something, the more that belief becomes diluted, whereas the fewer people believe in it, the stronger that belief becomes, until eventually there'll only be one fundamentalist left. Fundamentalism is on the way out. Saturn in Sagittarius will sort this, and the retrograde Mars in Sagittarius will help this process, particularly as we get into June, July and August, as Mars heliocentrically moves into Sagittarius. Now, it is the upcoming Mercury retrograde that's concerning me. We are already in Mercury retrograde shadow. And I feel that at this time, there's already in place a kind of proscription on making any new, large-scale, long-term plans and decisions. Events that have taken place personally over the last 2 weeks, especially over the last few days, seem to be putting the writing on the wall. And it is now unwise for individuals to make sudden changes of course. Look at the second half of Taurus in your own individual horoscope, see what house it's in, and in that house don't go making any new large-scale long-term decisions. again, don't change course. Don't make major shifts of plan now. It's probably a bit late to do that. Again, more on this one another time. I'll probably do a much deeper focus on Mercury retrograde tomorrow. But in the meantime, it's retrograde city. It's time to start reflecting, re-evaluating, reassessing what things mean internally and inwardly rather than expressing things outwardly. Void moon at the moment, and it's going to be void for the next 4 or 5 hours. It'll clear around about midday Thursday today UK time, at which point the moon moves into Libra. Have a great day, folks. See you later. Bye.